Hey folks, I'm Abrax and welcome back to another Division 2 video. In this one, I'm going to go over 10 things you might not know you could do in Tom Clancy's Division 2, including a few game and apparel settings you might not know about, gameplay mechanics, and the answer to the question I think I see the most in my comment sections. Whether you're a new or veteran player, I hope there is something here for you. Let's jump into it. First, if you're new to the channel, hello. If not, welcome back. And if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. With that, let's get into the video. Starting at number 1. Did you know that you can actually add a numerical overlay to your skills so you can see to the very second when they'll be back up? This is super easy to enable and can make a huge difference in harder PvE content and in PvP, giving you the info you need to make the decision whether to push forward or not. To do this, all you have to do is head to your settings menu, go to gameplay, then scroll down until you reach show numerical skill cooldown time. Flick this to on and now you'll have a countdown of exactly how long you have left on your skill cooldowns. Number 2, if you, your friends or your clan are into speedruns, in the Division 2 there's actually an in-game raid speedrun timer that you can enable in the options. Just head to the settings, UI, then scroll down until you see Raid Speedrun UI. Turning this on means whenever you start a raid, a timer will pop up in the left of your UI or HUD that starts the moment the raid does and actually sections off different parts of the raid so you can see which areas or boss encounters are costing you the most time. Number 3. While we are messing around in the settings menu, does anyone else find this a little bit over the top? The game can already feel a little bit visually overstimulating at times with the level up effect, season level up effect, and nobody wants another screen effect going on top of that whenever you switch to your specialization weapon. Well, there is an easy fix for that. Head into the settings, gameplay, then scroll all the way down to enable signature weapon swap effect. Flick this across to no and you'll disable the majority of that spec weapon effect whenever you switch. Number 4, let's talk apparel. Did you know you can actually save apparel loadouts in the exact same way you can with your gear and weapons? That way, if you find an outfit you really like, you can save it all as one loadout, making it easy to equip and find again in the future. It's as easy as heading to your apparel menu, then pressing the button shown at the bottom of the screen for loadouts. Here, just like with gear, you can save up to 16 different outfit combinations that you can name and switch to whenever you feel like it. Number 5, sticking with apparel, did you know you can also keep your gear mask always shown on your character? This is a great way to add a little more customization to your character because this means you can make your own gear mask look however you want with the apparel slot and the dye slot, essentially making your own custom mask for your character. To do this, go to your gear menu, select any gear or weapon slot, then press the button at the bottom of the screen for settings. In the settings menu at the bottom, you'll see an option for always show mask. Turn this on and enjoy customizing your mask. But that's not the only interesting thing we can do from the gear settings menu. Number 6, in the gear settings, you can also turn on show base damage. What this will do is show the base damage of your weapon in white next to your actual weapon damage. If that made you go, eh? The damage number you see on your weapon in orange is actually your weapon's base damage plus the damage increases given to that weapon by your build. Turning on show base damage still shows you this number, but next to it in brackets it splits your base weapon damage and the bonuses, with the white number being your base weapon damage and the orange number next to that being how much is added on by your build. This is very useful when it comes to actually comparing weapons to seeing which has the best flat damage without any extras included from your build. Number 7, in case you didn't know, when you head into PvP, most talents have an altered version of themselves with percentages that change when you enter the Dark Zone or Conflict. A good example of this is the Unbreakable talent you can find on chess pieces. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Or at least that's how it behaves in PvE. When you take this talent into PvP, it only actually repairs 50% of your armor, which is a big difference and enough to catch you off guard. If you're looking to put together a PvP build and want to know exactly how it will behave, in the gear settings menu under inventory options, you can also enable PvP stats. This will show your build the way it is in the Dark Zone or in Conflict. You can see that it is enabled by the slight bluish grey behind your gear and information panels. Number 8. If you're looking to get around a little quicker, did you know you can actually fast travel to the friendly resource convoys and the green gun icons travelling around the map? This can be quite useful when the point you want to get to is still a long jog away from the closest quick travel point. You can also use these if you go down attacking a hostile control point, as long as you fired off the flare first before you go down, respawn anywhere, open the map, and you can travel straight back to that control point by hovering over the friendly green gun icon and pressing the button shown at the bottom of the screen for fast travel. This can be a real lifesaver if you don't have much time to play or if you're just trying to get a quick farm in and something catches you off guard. Number 9, and this is for the skill build or hive users among you. You can actually pick up most deployable skills in the Division 2. If you throw a hive or a turret into a place you can reach, walk up to the skill and press the button shown, and you will pick the skill back up, which actually reduces the skill's cooldown. This is super useful, and it means you'll be able to deploy the skill again much quicker than if you'd popped it. And finally, number 10. I get asked a lot in the comments of my videos how I display my damage numbers like this. And this is very easy to do, and personally I think it makes a big difference while aiming, with the default display being a little all over the place. To do this, head to the settings menu, UI, then scroll down until you see scrolling combat text, and change this to floating. This will get your damage numbers away from your aiming reticle and line them up, making them all much easier to read. And also, as a little bit of a bonus for PC players, you can turn on damage numbers in your text chat box by clicking the little arrow on the right of the chat box, combat info, then turn on damage numbers. This will add every damage number into your chat box. This is something I use a lot when I'm making builds because it allows me to check the numbers and refer back to them later on, without them disappearing like they do on screen. But remember to turn this off if you're chatting to anyone in the text box, because any message you receive will just disappear into the numbers. And that's everything for this video. I hope you found something in here helpful. If you did, give the video a like, and if you have any useful Division 2 tricks and tips that others might not know, leave them in the comments below. Help other agents out. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I'm shooting for 10,000 by the end of the year, which would be awesome. And ring that bell so you don't miss any future uploads. You can also find me on Twitter @thatabrax. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.